And I really want to talk to you about the most important subject for all of us today, rich, young, poor, or old. It's called financial education. And as you know, our school systems teach us nothing about money. Nothing. It's pathetic. You know, they have financial literacy courses today. Well, that's not financial education. You know, it's really pathetic. And what's happening for most people today is, you know, they follow that age-old mantra, go to school. What do you learn about money in school? Nothing. Get a job. Well, jobs are disappearing. Not only that, is that with artificial intelligence and G5 coming, more jobs are going to be wiped out. Plus, with driverless cars, more jobs are getting wiped out. So why would you go to school to get a job? So the tax department, which every country has taxes, they want to know what kind of income do you work for. So the reason the rich don't pay taxes is because there's 3 types of income. They'll never teach you this in school. Okay, number 1 type of income is earned income. That's earned income. It's when you work for money. It's earned. So that earned income shows up here. So these are the guys that pay tax. So when all the guys are screaming tax the rich, well, you can't tax them because they don't have jobs.
Yes.
The government doesn't want you working for money. They punish you for that. They want you to hire employees or invest. And then the second type of income is portfolio income. And portfolio income, it's also called capital gains. So if I buy a house for, let's say, $100,000, I sell it for $200,000, the $100,000 is capital gains. If I buy a stock for $10 and sell it for $20, the $10 is the capital gains. This is the second highest taxed. But the income that the rich work for is called passive income. Passive income is also known as cash flow. That's the name of our game, cash flow. And that income is income that's flowing from here to here. It bypasses taxes. For me, I have a business. Whether I work or not, money comes in. Real estate, I have every year. My wife and I, Kim, we add more real estate. Also, we have commodity income from oil wells and things like this. Even the stock price of oil doesn't go up and down and all this, we still get this. Most millennials, they want a high-paying job. They want to be able to pay the rent and eat and all this stuff. And then you dream of the big house, a nice car and all that. But that's why 99% of Americans are broke, because their heads are on the wrong spot. So when I asked Kim if she would take an accounting course, it was just 2 days. You know, I wanted to see if her head could get into the asset column. That was the difference, wasn't it?
Yeah, just like everybody else, I was focused on the income column. Get a job, get the pay raises. If you're an hourly wage, work more hours or raise your hourly wage. So I was always focused here. And then finally, this is after we'd actually bought some investment properties, the light finally went on and I'm like, instead of focusing on acquiring income, what if we focus on just acquiring assets, that the assets go into the income column?
Like this.
So that was a huge shift in my mindset. And once that shift happened for me, I don't think about the income column anymore. I just think about the asset column.
And that's our game called cash flow. The first way you understand risk is you look in the mirror. It's who's looking back at you. You're the risk, not the investment. So when you go to your banker does not ask you for your report card. So let me tell you why school makes students poor. Let's say I have a master's in arts. Do I learn anything about income?
No.
What about Greek mythology?
Oh, there you go.
I
That's very
learned
important.
nothing about income. If you have a degree in technology, do you learn anything about assets?
Never.
You see, when a banker looks at your financial statement, they're looking at the mirror of you. This is a reflection of you. And if you got Jack here and Jack here, then you're not that smart financially. An entrepreneur's got to know how to increase their income. And an entrepreneur's got to know how to create assets. If you don't know those two things, you should not be an entrepreneur. You should be an employee, which is why so many young people coming out of school have massive student loan debt over here, right? But they don't know anything about this and about this here. That's risky. You see, if you're going to increase your income, you need a real teacher. If you're going to acquire assets, you need real teachers. What is high risk is asking people who are fake teachers, like my calculus teacher and my accounting. You love accounting teachers, don't you?
Oh, I hate them.
Did your accounting teacher know anything about this?
No, nothing.
Did your accounting teacher know anything about this?
No.
That's risky. So that's why I wrote the book Fake. Fake money, fake teachers, fake assets. And what Wall Street is telling you to do was just give your money to them. That's risky. So the reason I say only lazy people use their own money is because it takes much more intelligence to raise capital. And so I've never been able, ever since my rich dad, as a little boy, my rich dad forbade me from ever saying, I can't afford it. He says, figure out how you can afford it. How can you do something? Figure out how you can do something. So over my lifetime, most of the projects I've started, I've never had any money. I like not having money because it forces me to think. I get creative. I have to educate myself. I have to talk to rich guys. Hey, how'd you do this? How'd you do that? How'd you do that? And what has happened to me, I just turned 72, I've never needed money, because if I need money, I figure out how to raise it.